Can we get to church say amen? Amen. How many folks we have out here that love the Lord? How many knows Him? How many had to call on Him sometimes? Ain't God good? He's running around trying to worry about our musician. Didn't know that God had him on the way all the time. Sometimes we worry about things that we don't have control over something. But God is still good all the time. And I don't know about you, but I love serving the Lord and love telling Him, talking to Him, not telling Him, but talking to Him, and just let Him do His thing. Let God move in your life. Everybody okay with that? Amen? Amen. We're going to give you two selections. I'm thinking we're supposed to do two selections. I'm not sure. We don't want to wear out our welcome. I want you to be able to bring us back. That ain't the group that just keeps singing and won't say nothing. I am the one that keeps talking and don't want to shut up. It's all good. But I'm going to ask my brother to give y'all a selection, first selection of Doors of Progress. And you tell us what you think about it. Now, if you're clapping your hand and nodding your head, I know it's okay with you. Amen? So you're going to see a lot of this. Right? Just get into the program. Doors of Progress, and another song we have, Goodbye World.
Tell God, have mercy, please.
Jesus. Come on, Jesus. Is it anybody here? Come on, Jesus. Come on, Jesus. Come when you want. Come on, Jesus. Come on, Jesus. At your soul. Come on, Jesus. Leave you alone. Come on, Jesus. Well, come on, Jesus. Come on, Jesus. Come when you want. Come on, Jesus. Come on, Jesus. Make a way. Come on, Jesus. Come on, Jesus. I want you to come on and see about me. Come on, Jesus, and see about me. This song we dedicate our song to this cause for the day, and we want y'all to pray with us as we sing this song. A lot of people don't want to sing it. They're telling us the song says goodbye world, and every day we live, we working on that goodbye world. And you don't want to leave the world in bad shape. You don't want to leave yourself in bad shape. This song says goodbye world. Goodbye world. Goodbye world. I'm going home. I'm going home. Oh, goodbye world. Goodbye world. I'm going home. Yeah. I'm going home. Said I'm on my way. I'm on my way to see Jesus. seek the Lord, seek the Lord. Go ahead, sir. No, if you don't mind, I just give you a little version about a song that okay. I just kind of pause it in between, trying to get the words. God is still good all the time, ain't he? He's all right. Now, George, I hadn't told him what I was going to do yet. But he can play anything, you hear that. Amen. I don't worry about it, that's why we try to hang with him. Amen. Song said, I'm glad I got Jesus in my heart. Glad I got Jesus down in my heart. Oh, and I'm glad I got Jesus down in my heart. Oh, and I'm glad I got Jesus down in my heart. Oh, and I'm glad I got Jesus. Somebody help me sing. Oh, and I'm glad I got Jesus down in my heart. Jesus down in my heart. Oh, and I'm glad I got Jesus down in my heart. Oh, and I'm glad I got Jesus in my heart. Oh, and I'm glad I got peace down in my heart. Oh, and I'm glad I got peace down in my heart. Peace down in my heart. Oh, and I'm glad I got Jesus. I got one more thing. Oh, and I'm glad I got love down in my heart. Oh, and I'm glad I got love down in my heart. Oh, and I'm glad I got love down in my heart. In my heart, I got Jesus. I got Jesus. I got Jesus. I got Jesus. Y'all got Jesus. I got Jesus. Help them. I got Jesus. Anybody got Jesus? I got Jesus. Y'all got Jesus. I got Jesus. Just pat your feet to it. I got Jesus. Just a little bit light. I got Jesus. Y'all got Jesus. I got Jesus. Just wave your hand to it. I got Jesus. Y'all got Jesus. I got Jesus. Come on, praise the Lord. I got Jesus. A little bit higher. I got Jesus. Just a little bit higher. I got Jesus. Anybody got the Holy Ghost? I got Jesus. Y'all got the Holy Ghost. I got Jesus. Stand on your feet to it. I got Jesus. Praise the Lord, church. I got Jesus. Glad I got Jesus down in my heart. So glad I got Jesus down in my heart. So glad I got Jesus down in my heart. Glad I got Jesus in my heart. I got Jesus. I got Jesus. Y'all got Jesus. I got Jesus. Pat your feet up. I got Jesus. Anybody got Jesus? I got Jesus. Y'all got Jesus. I got Jesus. Just wave your hand to it. I got Jesus. Anybody got Jesus? I got Jesus. Anybody got Jesus? I got Jesus. Y'all got Jesus.
starting off on the right foot. Amen. All right. Hey, I did forget to say at the beginning, just in case you need to, if it gets a little warm, you need something to drink, we do have water fountains right out these doors, and also your restrooms are right out these doors. So just feel free to step out, and the bathrooms are right around there. If that one's locked, keep going down the hall, you'll run into one. But no, next up, we do have our pianist, Miss Debbie Williams. She was praying on her way down here, and she said the Lord laid 2 songs on her heart, and so they pulled them up on the computer. We're praying everything works out technical-wise, but she's going to bless us with some songs. So Debbie, all righty.
Well, yesterday I moved to a new house. Has anybody ever moved before? And when they said, "Can you sing?" I said, "I have no idea where my stuff is at. I packed one bag for today and it didn't have music in it." So I got in the car. I said, "Lord, I got to figure out some way to sing this." And Lynn jumped on it, found the music. David jumped on it and printed out the words. And if I sing different words, y'all sing with me and make something up with me. And praise the Lord, I got here. I had 4 cops riding along, and you know I'm not supposed to be on the phone. And I'm typing in songs to practice. And I said, thank you, Jesus. The devil tried everything he could to keep me from singing. So praise the Lord. I enjoyed y'all singing. Sky Full of Angels first, please. And you'll know this one. Sing it with me. Preacher man talking about the end of time. Lord knows I'm ready, it don't worry my mind. I ain't afraid of nothing because I believe I got a sky full of angels watching over me. You can't take my possessions, you can't take all of my gold. Nobody but Jesus gonna take my soul. Walk through darkness, I don't need no light. My faith in Jesus gonna be my guide. I ain't afraid of nothing because I believe I got a sky full of angels watching over me. You can't take me for granted, you can't take all of my gold. Nobody but Jesus gonna take my soul. Rivers rising, but I got no doubt. My sweet Savior's gonna pull me out. I ain't afraid of nothing because I believe I got a sky full of angels watching over me. You can't take my possessions, you can't take all of my gold. Nobody but Jesus gonna take my soul. I ain't afraid of nothing because I believe I got a sky full of angels watching over me. I ain't afraid of nothing because I believe I got a sky full of angels watching over me. Amen. They were flying all around us getting here tonight. It's coming. This next song is called Blood Covered It All. How many of y'all believe that? I've been singing this song, I guess, 20 years. It was done by the Greens. If you know of them, Steve Green passed away several years ago. And his wife, Taranda Green, is continuing singing on in his place. She sang Sky Full of Angels many a time with the Gaithers. And this is a really, really good song to make you pay attention to what God's talking about with His blood that covers everything that we do, no matter whether we think it's big, small, or insignificant, whatever it is. It's only His blood that can cover it.
The blood of Jesus Christ covers it all.
That's Taranda. It's the karaoke version. Have you ever tried to measure just one sin, seeking forgiveness when your heart knows within? Our God will not judge us on how big or how small. He looks for Calvary's precious blood to cover it all. Oh, the blood covered it all. Love has no boundaries, sin's dead paid in full. Jesus knew in the beginning that man would surely fall. I'm glad my Savior's precious blood covered it all. Try to imagine how this miracle took place. Love beyond measure, our God's amazing grace. Sometimes when we're weary, we will stumble and fall, but just one drop of that precious blood, it covers it all. Oh, the blood covers it all. Love has no boundaries, sin's dead paid in full. Jesus knew in the beginning that man would surely fall. I'm glad my Savior's precious blood covers it all. Jesus knew in the beginning that man would surely fall. I'm glad the Savior's precious blood, yes, it was His precious blood that covered it
Thank you so much, Dana. Like I say, I know we called her last minute, and she was put together some songs for us, and so thank you so much for doing that. We have one more group before we hear from the Love Him, Love Them. And so at this time, we're going to have the Limbaugh family come up and bless us with a song. So they make their way forward. They got a group of them. So.
Well, we appreciate the opportunity to be here and enjoy the singing thus far from wonderful. And we hope it'll be a blessing to you as well. First song we'd like to sing is My Lord is Taking Good Care of Me. I got up this morning as I started my day. God's mercy was with me all of the way. His goodness stayed close by to meet all my needs. My Lord is taking good care of me. I'm never forsaken, I'm never alone. One day I'm moving to my brand new home. I'm blessed beyond measure, just look close, you'll see. My Lord is taking good care of me. I'm counting my blessings as I journey along. Good friends, family, a place to call home. The church where I worship, the Bible I read. My Lord is taking good care of me. When Satan comes tempting and he brings up my past, I tell him I'm forgiven, it's buried at last. The blood shed on Calvary now speaks for me. My Lord is taking good care of me. I'm never forsaken, I'm never alone. One day I'm moving to my brand new home. I'm blessed beyond measure, just look close, you'll see. My Lord is taking good care of me. I'm never forsaken, I'm never alone. One day I'm moving to my brand new home. I'm blessed beyond measure, just look close, you'll see. My Lord is taking good care of me. I'm blessed beyond measure, just look close, you'll see. My Lord is taking good care of me. Psalm 37, David says, I once was young, but now I'm old. Yet I've not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. This is the song we're going to sing. I'm glad the Lord's taking good care of me. The steps of a good man, they're ordered by God's hand. It is his delight to serve the Lord willingly. Though his foot may stumble, God's word will not crumble. For he will supply, yes, he'll supply his every need. Oh, and I've never, oh, I have never seen the righteous forsaken or begging for bread. God blesses the lilies in splendor and beauty, the tiniest sparrow his hand so lovingly feeds. So why should I worry? God's word has assured me that he will supply, yes, he'll supply my every need. Oh, and I've never, oh, I have never seen the righteous forsaken or begging for bread. Oh, and I've never, oh, I have never seen the righteous forsaken or begging for bread. I've never seen the righteous forsaken or begging for bread.
We'll sing this one more. This is written by Brother Tom Hayes. Just simply says, "Oh, my soul, bless the Lord." Taken out of Psalms, and we need to bless the Lord. I'm glad that he's a good God that takes care of his people. Hope this will be a blessing to you.
I was in despair, clouds were everywhere, and the way was getting darker up ahead. Then I opened up the book when the psalmist took a look at my blessings, and I joined him as he said, "Oh, my soul, bless the Lord, oh, my soul, and all that is within me, bless his name. Oh, my soul, bless the Lord, oh, my soul, and all that is within me, bless his holy name. He forgives my sin, cleanses deep within, all my sicknesses and brokenness he heals. He redeems and saves my life, with his love he satisfies my renewals, in his mercy he reveals. Oh, my soul, bless the Lord, oh, my soul, and all that is within me, bless his name. Oh, my soul, bless the Lord, oh, my soul, and all that is within me, bless his holy name. In your soul you feel you have lost the thrill that you had before the storm came your way. But the Lord will raise you high, like an eagle you will fly. As you mount up once again, we'll hear you say, oh, my soul, bless the Lord, oh, my soul, and all that is within me, bless his name. Oh, my soul, bless the Lord, oh, my soul, and all that is within me, bless his holy name. And all that is within me, bless his holy name.
Amen. All righty. Well, at this time, we do have our Love Him, Love Them representatives. I'm going to ask if they'll all come forward with Linda Gunter, and she's got a group. And we are going to do something a little different than what I told you at the beginning. Following this part of the presentation, we are going to take up the offering in the middle. Because what we want to do, y'all, we want to go back and count it. And I want to be able to announce it to you at the end. And we want to celebrate that. It's going to be an awesome time. But please, I want to introduce you to Miss Linda Gunter, representative for Hopewell. Give her a round of applause. That's what it's all about. We'll share with you all that you need to know.
Absolutely. Good evening, or as we say in Haiti, bonsoir. Come on, yay. Everybody good tonight? Yeah. This is blowing my mind. My name is Linda Gunter, and I am the co-founder of Love Him, Love Them, the Haitian Orphan Children's Choir. We actually have one of the superstars from the Haitian Orphan Choir here with us tonight. This is Merlanda. Yes. We have another big surprise coming up. If you are here tonight and you have never seen, Merlanda, why don't you stand up there so everybody can see you. You have never seen the Haitian Orphan Children's Choir, I want you to raise your hand. You've never seen them. Okay. That blows my mind that you guys are here. So I'm going to try my best. Kind of like all you singers that they told y'all had 2 songs and all of you sang 3 because you're disobedient. They told me I had 15 minutes, so for me I think that's at least 30, you know what I'm saying? I can't even say hello in 15 minutes. So I just want to share a little bit about what you're here for tonight. And I'm going to tell you, my heart is completely broken and it's going to take all I've got to get through this without sitting up here bawling, because I cannot believe that simply because of your obedience to the Lord that you would step out in faith because of a man that called you about an organization and children that you don't even know. So I just want you to know I love you already. George, my daddy's name was George, and he played the piano just like you. So I know we're related. And I want to say one more thing too before we even say a word about the choir, is I want you to look around for a second, because this is what heaven's going to look like. Hey. Young, old, black, white, rich, poor. This is what heaven's going to look like. I speak in probably, yes. We have the opportunity to share in churches. I was in Madison, Georgia this morning. We have the opportunity to speak in churches every Sunday morning, every Sunday night, every Wednesday night, many days in the week. And I want to tell you, there are not a lot of churches that look like this. And so, congratulations on bringing the family of God together. Amazing. So I want to tell you a little bit about me. In 2004, my very best friend, her husband took an AK-47 and killed her, and then took a knife and killed her mother. She was Haitian, and so in 5 minutes, she had 5 children. In 5 minutes, 5 children lost their mom and their dad, and their grandmother. They fell through the defects cracks. They lived in Covington, Georgia. They ended up in New York City, and they went to live with my friend's dad, who had lost his wife, his son-in-law, and his daughter in this one murder, this double murder. They lived with him for about 2 years, and then one night I received a phone call. Phone calls, I usually leave my phone off, because every time I answer the phone, it changes my life forever. And this is one of those times. I received a phone call from my friend's dad, and he said, Linda, you're my last phone call, but I cannot care for these 5 children. Anybody in here 78 or 79? Can you imagine having 5 kids dropped on your front porch? He said, I can't do it. He said, and I've asked everyone I know, but if you don't take these 5 kids, I'm going to have to put them in foster care. And you know what my godly spiritual response was? I don't like kids, I don't want kids, and I sure don't want your 5 Haitian kids. I purposely do not have any, so I can do whatever I want, whenever I want, however I want. But then, the hot-looking man in the back, step on him, Mr. David. The best-looking guy in the house. There you go. Oh, good applause. I had to beg him for applause. I see how this works. My husband overheard the phone call, and he said, Linda, are you kidding? He said, James 1:27 is so clear. Real religion that God himself considers pure and faultless is this: to care for the widows. You're doing a great job up there, I just want to say. You're looking amazing. That you care for the widows and the orphans who are in a hot mess. And if you want to know more about what happened after that, this book is in the back, and it tells you every single detail of how we got from there to here. But suffice it to say this: on the 17th day of the 7th month of the year 2007, the family living in my house in Gumlog, Georgia, went to the size of 7 with children the ages of 7 to 17. For those of you who don't know, the number 7 is perfection in the Bible. Now, I didn't even have a vehicle big enough to carry these children. I had no idea where the schools were. I was the least likely woman in the world. And if you talk, there's one of the children. Gina, raise your hand. There's one of my daughters back there. She will tell you, God should have chosen someone else. The lady did not know what she was doing. I left him in the car. I forgot about him. I mean, you just can't imagine how unlikely it was. But God had a bigger plan. And so in 2011, everyone knew their story and everyone felt sorry for them. And Christmas at our house was very materialistic. And after about 3 or 4 Christmases, I decided, you know what? I'm going to take these kids back to Haiti. I'm going to make them be real grateful for Mommy Linda. Because they ain't too grateful. I'm going to show them where they came from. And so in 2011, we decided nobody was getting any Christmas. And instead, we were going to take all the money we normally spend on Christmas, and we were going to go find an orphanage in Haiti to help. That's exactly what we did. My very white husband, myself, and our 5 little Haitian kids got on an airplane, went to Haiti. Pastor Maxo, stand up. And this man met us at the bottom of the escalator. Okay, you can sit down. I'll use you in a minute. That man took us to an orphanage with 17 children, and we took them Christmas. We now currently run that orphanage. But he also said, I have another place I want to take you, Linda. He said, it's a friend of mine. We used to play music together. He said, and after the earthquake, about 30 kids just sort of ended up at his house. They lost their families and their primary caregivers in the earthquake. We were there the year after the earthquake. He said, I want to take you by there. And again, my bossy little disobedient self, I was like, no, I don't want to go there. We don't have any gifts. We don't have any presents. Pastor Maxwell and my husband, they work in conjunction with each other. They collaborate against me. And they both were like, yes, we're going. So we did. And Merlanda, 29 other kids were waiting for me. Pastor Maxo took us in the back of a cow truck. We got out of the cow truck. We walked past a pile of trash outside of the orphanage the size of this stage. There were 2 little boys and a goat and a pig that were going through that pile of trash, and they all had the same goal. They were all looking for food. That was the first time that my heart started breaking a little bit. And then we walked up 3 flights of stairs to get to the top for where Merlanda and the other 29 kids were. It was Christmas Day. No running water, no electricity, and it smelled just like what you would expect a place to smell that had no running water with 30 kids. No Christmas tree, no ham on the table, no gifts. And we walked in and we did what everybody does on a mission trip. We blew bubbles, we colored, we told them about Jesus. We were getting ready to leave. And the guy that was the head of the orphanage, or the house with all the people, Pastor Maxo's friend. He sat down with us and he said, my husband said, you know, we want to know what your greatest need is, how can we help you, blah, blah, blah. And the guy said, Mommy Linda, before you leave, he stuck his finger across the table, before you leave, you're so cute, by the way. I don't know who you are, but you're real cute. I don't know why there's not a man sitting beside you. Are you married? Okay, good. Mommy Linda, before you leave tonight, I want for my children to sing for you. Now, I'm going to tell you, at this point, I don't know if you've ever had the Holy Spirit stir inside of you, but that's what was happening to me, and I didn't really like it. I didn't like how I was feeling. I didn't like the way the place smelled. I was ready to get out of there. But as bold as I am, I couldn't figure out how to say, I don't want your little orphan kids singing for me. So I reluctantly went and sat down on a urine-stained daybed. They handed me a 4-month-old child. And I sat and listened to Merlanda and her 29 brothers and sisters in the orphanage sing for me. They sang This Little Light of Mine, and they sang it in 5 different languages. And I lost my mind. I saw children sing in a way, actually, except for maybe one of you guys, that I've never even seen in the United States. The Holy Spirit was oozing out of these children. There was a joy inside of them that didn't match their materialistic circumstances. It didn't go together. Jesus Christ himself sat down beside me on that daybed and tapped me. Linda, this is what the joy of the Lord looks like. No matter what your circumstances, no matter what materialistic things you have or you do not have, what you're looking at, that's the joy of the Lord. And Linda, you ain't got it. Because your joy comes from when your husband does what you want him to do, when you want him to do it, how you want him to do it. Is there any married woman in the house tonight that can testify? That doesn't often happen. Okay, everybody, don't do it. I mean, I was just saying that, but don't say it in front of them. Especially when you're sitting beside them. Bad move. I left that orphanage that day a completely different woman. And I walked out and I told that man, I said, Pastor Maxwell, somebody needs to bring those kids to the United States. I said, you're not going to believe this, but there are people in the United States that have everything they need. Look at us. We got the lights on and it's still light outside. There's 2 Haitians in the house. They're like, why are the lights on? We have carpet. I got air up here blowing from somewhere at my dress. I can feel it. There's air conditioning. Is that what it is? Yeah, that's all over here. We have everything. There's people up here handing out waters. We have everything we need in America. I said, Pastor Max, so most people in America have everything they want. But they still aren't happy. I said, we need to bring those kids to the United States. I said, I think they can change people's lives. Pastor Maxwell looked back at me and said, oh, Mommy Linda. It's not funny now, but it's going to be funny when you hear him talk, because that's exactly how he sounds. Every American I ever bring to they say the same thing. But don't nobody do nothing about it. My husband, Gina, myself, and the rest of our family made a lot of sacrifices in the next 4 years to figure out how to bring Merlanda and her 29 sisters and brothers from the orphanage in Haiti here to the United States. Because I want to tell you something, when you decide to do something like that, you don't just hop on a Delta flight and come over. Because before you can get those kids on a plane, you got to have a visa. And before you can get a visa, we don't know about this in America. In America, we do whatever we want, whenever we want, however we want, because we're Americans. You have to get a visa. Before you can get a visa, you got to get a passport. Before you can get a passport, you got to have a birth certificate. And before you can get a birth certificate, you got to know when your birthday is. Merlanda included, and the other 29. We didn't know what that was. Because when you're the only member from your family that's been pulled out from underneath the rubble of an earthquake, information like that is just not available. And yet, the Lord saw fit in 2016 for those 30 children to get on a Delta flight, come to America, sing from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, all the way up to Washington, D.C. When they arrived in America, we had $120 in our bank account. We had no bus, and we had no idea how we were going to feed these kids. And yet, God blessed it. And the reason He blessed it is because these children, from singing, changed people's lives. It was like a reverse mission trip. When they came in to sing and they came out to pray for people, it wrecked people. It wrecked their lives. Through love offerings and child sponsorships, these children went back the first year, and we completely moved them out of that jacked up place they were living in into a new building. They have running water, they have electricity, they had 3 meals a day, they had their school supplies, they were able to go to school. They had a computer lab. They came back the second year and they went back to Haiti and they started building 2 levels of a hospital that we are still in the process of building. They came back the third year and they went back and they started building a transition home. Every night from stage I said, all of these children are available for adoption. And for 3 years, not one person stepped up and said a word. Y'all were just like me. You needed my husband to come up and say, James 1:27 says this. And yet at the end of the tour last year, suffice it to say this, 22 of those 30 children, including Merlanda, are currently living in the United States of America, here either on student visas, yes, or in the process of this year, because that choir no longer exists, we were in the process of bringing one of our other orphanages. 29 girls, including girls that are 18 and over in our transition home. And our goal this year was, we were going to raise the funds to finish our hospital, and we were going to raise the funds to finish our transition home. Transition is for girls who are 18 and over and can't live in the orphanage. They were supposed to arrive here on July the 13th, and a week before that, we received a letter from Homeland Security that said, no visas this year. And I let all 400 churches that we were going to know about that. And Dalton Fowler called me and said, Linda, we want to help you. This little bitty church called Hopewell in Anderson, South Carolina, put together tonight to be able to help us do everything that we do in Haiti. And so I would like to take this opportunity to introduce to you, and before I do that, I just want to let you know there are going to be a myriad of ways that you can help us tonight. One is that you can purchase the book that tells our entire story. The second is you can purchase the Bible study that will teach you, if you have anyone in your life that you don't love, that you have to love him to be able to love them. The third is we have a brand new, hot off the press, you are the first church to receive it, cookbook from our ladies in Haiti called Love Him, Love Them, Love Cooking. And then there are amazing necklaces in the back, pieces of jewelry that all of our girls in Haiti are making out of trash. I have on the necklaces, the bracelets, and the earrings. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce to you, all the way from Haiti, Pétionville, Haiti, Pastor Maxo Antoine. Please welcome him as you should.
Thank you so much for welcoming me. I feel blessed to be among you this afternoon. Maybe Mommy Linda used to talk to you about Pastor Maxo. But today, it's a privilege to see you and to be with you. And want to thank Pastor Dalton. You are a mighty man of God. Keep doing it. Your reward will be great when you will be in the heaven. I have a lot of things to tell you, but we want to be quick. First of all, when you hear the call of God, obey. If you don't obey, you will pay the price. I did obey, and God is using us. We see things that we can't imagine will happen today in our life. But God made it happen. I am so blessed to see you. Any single penny, any kind of offering you give to love him, love them, I get it. I receive it. We have 369 kids that we feed daily. Love him, love them is part of it. We have 54 workers. All your money. Anytime you give a check, anytime you give some offering, the money goes directly to me. And I am glad when Mommy Linda comes, she sees everything is working well. I want to challenge you. It's not easy. Life is hard everywhere. But when you put one penny in the life of somebody, you never know what impact will be done in the life of this somebody. We are close to open the first floor of our hospital. You spend money. And we are waiting for you not only to spend money, but come to see. And you will see doors open for you to do different ministry. Because each of you has a gift. Today I preach at a church and I told them, you need to serve. You need to serve. The blessing is not for people to serve you. The blessing is when you serve people. So I want to thank you for welcoming me. I have my firstborn boy, Fred. Stand up, Fred. I just feel happy to be here, and we have a lot to do, a lot to say. If you used to be part of Samaritan Purse boxes, You used to do that in that church. I am the West coordinator for that, and this year we passed 25,000 shoeboxes in Haiti, and most of them, they are from the United States. So any kind of thing. You never know where, when you put your offering, when you do something, where he goes. But I am the one who receives it, and I feel really blessed to see you out. And I keep praying for God to bless you, because when you bless, we are blessed. May God bless you.
Amen.
I just got a note from my husband that said, don't forget, hold it up, Merlinda, don't forget, we do have the CD of the children singing. So if you have not heard the children, you definitely need to get that. And again, thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here tonight. It is unbelievable to us that you, not knowing our children, would come to love him and love them. Thank you.
Make your way forward. This is what it's all about. And so we're going to have our time for offering now. As our ushers are coming, they'll be passing our plates, and then we're going to continue on. We still have some singers. We've got a lot of talent we're looking forward to. If you need to make out a check, you can just make that out to Hopewell Baptist Church, and then we're going to send one big check. All right, that's how it keeps it simple for them. So any checks, you just make them out to Hopewell, and then we will cut a check to the Love Him, Love Them, and get it sent to where it needs to go. All right, let me pray for it, and then we'll. Father, thank you so much for us able to be here tonight. God, I pray at this time as we take up this offering that you bless it. Lord, we know that this is just one way we can help, but God, I pray that you would use it mightily. Lord, we talked this morning about how giving just a little, it doesn't matter. It's what God does with it. And God, we know he can do awesome things. So God, I pray that you just bless this offering, and Lord, that you be glorified. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
While they're passing that around, I will go ahead and introduce you. He's gonna come here and sing for us while we're doing it. This is Caleb Cox. Caleb, he's come to sing for us here at Hopewell a few different times. We ain't been able to steal him completely yet, but we're working on it. And anytime he's in the area, he's able to come on a Sunday, he sings for us. God's blessed him with an awesome voice, and so he's gonna come up here and bless us with some songs. So Caleb, it's all yours, brother.
I appreciate y'all having me here. If y'all know the words, sing along, feel free to join in, however you want to do it. Clothed in majesty, let all the earth rejoice, let all the earth rejoice. He wraps himself in light, and darkness tries to hide, and trembles at his voice. Trembles at his voice. How great is our God? Sing with me, how great is our God? And all will see how great is our God. age to age he stands, and time is in his hand, beginning and the end, beginning and the end. The Godhead, 3 in 1, Father, Spirit, Son, the Lion and the Lamb, the Lion and the Lamb. How great is our God! Sing with me, how great is our God, and all will see how great is our God. How great is our God. Sing with me, how great is our God, and all will see how great is our God.
Amen.
Name above all names, worthy of all praise. My heart will sing, how great is our God. Name above all names, worthy of all praise. My heart will sing, how great is our God. How great is our God. Sing with me, how great is our God, and all will see how great is our God. Your love, oh Lord, reaches to the heaven. Your faithfulness stretches to the sky. Your righteousness it's like a mighty mountain, yeah. Your justice flows like the ocean tide. And I will lift my high voice to worship you, my and I will find my strength in the shadow of your wing. Your love, oh Lord, reaches to
reaches to the sky. Your righteousness is like a mighty mountain, yeah. And your justice flows like the ocean tide. And I will lift my high voice to worship you, my King. And I will find my strength in the shadow of your wing. And I will lift my voice to worship you, my King. And I will find my strength in the shadow of your wing. Your love, Lord, reaches to the heaven. Your faithfulness stretches to the sky. I appreciate y'all having me.
All righty, thank you so much, Caleb. Now we have the Jerry Simpson group, so if y'all can come on up, and they're going to bless us with another song. How many of them are you? How many mics you need? All 5 mics? I got 4, so I don't know. There we go, that one hard wire.
I'm so glad that the Lord allowed us to be here with you tonight and to share the message with you and with the other singers and the musicians and the pastors here tonight, and also the folks that come to help support this orphanage. And Linda, you were one of God's chosen people to help look after this. He provides a way.
Amen.
You're fortunate. I know you say, well, why didn't you do it? But I'm glad you did it. But He provided the way. We sing almost every week somewhere and bring the message of our Savior and what He's done for us and what He prepares for us. And I hope you enjoy the selections we have tonight. If you want to sing along with us, that's just fine. I don't know how many of you know Jerry Cheat back there. Most everybody know him. He comes to this church.
Yes, sir.
But anyway, he's the one that told me I was singing tonight. I didn't know it, and then Lynn had called. But Jared already told me. I didn't know anything about it. And when I was about 5 years old, I went to his 60th birthday party. And one thing I do remember, he went to 12 years of school and didn't miss a day. That's a good thing there. But when he went to school, he could name all the presidents in order. There was only one, and that was George Washington. He's been around for a long time. This is a Blues Brothers song that we're going to try to do for you. This old world is filled with sorrow, pain and heartache on each side. There's a better life awaiting when we cross Jordan's rolling tide. Just beyond the river Jordan, there my Savior's face I'll see. Just beyond the river Jordan, better life is waiting me. Faces of my dearest loved one, in my mind I now can see they've already crossed the river to find life more abundantly. Just beyond the river Jordan, there my Savior's face I'll see. Just beyond the river Jordan, better life is waiting me. Just beyond the river Jordan, there my Savior's face I'll see. Just beyond the river Jordan, better life is waiting me. All better life.
Thank you, Gary.
That was for Sonny. He said if I didn't do it, he wouldn't come and do any more singing. So we did that one. Now this time we're going to do another upbeat song, and I got a granddaughter here. She's 9 years old, and she enjoys singing gospel music. And you don't hear or see too many 9 years old that like gospel music. They usually on that phone doing things I don't know how to do. And but I get her to fix things for me like that and get it working again. But I'm gonna get her to come up here and help with this song, and she likes to sing. She knows all the words to all of our songs, and she helps me out at home when I get all confused and sing the wrong words to the wrong song. But come on, let's give her a hand and encourage her. She's a little shy, but okay. But her name is Serenity. She's nothing like what the word serenity means. But anyway, she enjoys singing with us, and love her to death. She's lived with us since birth, and I'm kind of one of those situations, Linda. But anyway, somebody had to do it, and we do it. But go ahead, Lynn. Y'all enjoying yourself tonight? Okay. Y'all ready to go home? No? She done lost the CD I gave her. Tell another joke? Okay, I just recently had a bad heart attack, and one of the doctors said, I wasn't.
We'll start you out.
Turn it up, I can't hear. You want me to go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead with your joke.
Okay. And so I'm going to rehab now, because I got four different heart conditions. And so they put me on these treadmills, and they put me on all these bicycle things and all that stuff. And they said, how you enjoying this? I said, well, it's okay, but I can't tell a lot of difference. I still can't breathe well. And so I said, I tell you what, I need a machine that'll help me build myself up, look good, and where I can attract women. And so they looked at me real funny, and they said, Mr. Simpson, I don't think we can help you there. We do have a machine outside that might help you attract women. I said, what is it? And they said, it's an ATM machine. I lost out there too.
I'm gonna walking on the stairs, 'cause I know my Jesus, He answers all my prayers. Well, I know when He calls me to my home, I'm gonna walk and go the stairs when I die. Now, Lord, I can hardly wait to reach that sweet by and then I'll stop, look for the way. I'm gonna walk and go the stairs when I die. Well, I'm gonna walk and go the stairs, 'cause I know my Jesus, He answers all my prayers. Well, I know when He calls me to my home on high, I'm gonna walk and go the stairs when I die. When Jesus comes to me, but I'm dead on my cares are gone by. I throw away my soul, my battles all lost, and I'm walking those stairs when I die. Well, I'm gonna walking those stairs, 'cause I know my Jesus, He answers all my prayers. Well, I know when He calls me to my home on high, I'm gonna walk in those stairs when I die. Well, I'm gonna walk in those stairs, 'cause I know my Jesus, He answers all my prayers. Well, I know when He calls me to my home on high, I'm gonna walk in those stairs when I die.
One more? Who said that? Do number 3. You have to bump this one up a little bit to make it work, okay? This is our theme song. I want to sit down.
Everybody clap your hands.
Teacher, King Jesus. Long as I've got King Jesus. Long as I've got don't need nobody else. Jesus, what I mean. I've been right on TV. Talk about mistreated, redeemed. Sure, talk about your measure on. I've been up, down, almost to the ground. Long, 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 long as I got King Jesus. Long as I got King Jesus. I know He's working better. I know He's a little cherry. I know He brings the water. He'll be back when you're water. He'll be back when you're hungry. He'll be back when you're lonely. He'll be back when you're hungry. He'll be back when you're lonely. Long as I got King Jesus. Long as I got King Jesus. Oh, I got it. Jesus, I got it. Jesus, I got it. Jesus, I got it. Jesus, He's the Lord of the light and the right. Most star, He's sweet, worship, and the great I am. Long as I got King Jesus. Long as I got don't need nobody else.
Amen. This counts as exercise after eating, right? We burn off calories. Y'all got time for one more? All right. Hey, our next and our last is Victoria Rivist. Is that how I say it? Rivist. Rivist? All right. Hey, her and her family helped us out big time last year for VBS. And at that time, I didn't know she could sing, right? But as Facebook helps us, I see her on Facebook all the time. She's been singing, and it seems like she's making a career out of it. I'll probably see her up in Nashville on the radio and everything too soon. But she does awesome, and so they got you hooked up. You good to go there? All right. In case I forget to say it while they're getting ready, if I forget it in the end, they do. The Love Him, Love Them does has merchandise in the back. And if you happen, because for a good cause, you put all your money in the offering plate, and now you ain't got no cash, but you want to buy something, they did want me to let you know they do have squares, so they can take a card and anything else if you want to get a cookbook or any of those jewelry. And it'll all be back there as soon as we finish up tonight.
Every high and every low.
The only thing that matters now is everything you think of me. In you I find my worth, in you I find my identity. You say I'm loved when I can't feel a thing, and you say I am strong when I think I am weak, and you say I am held when I am falling short, and when I don't belong. Oh, you say I am yours, and I believe. Oh, I believe what you say of me. I believe. Taking all I have and now I'm laying it at your feet. You have every failure, God, and you'll have every victory. Ooh, oh, you say I am loved when I can't feel a thing, and you say I am strong when I think I am weak, and you say I am held when I am falling short, and when I don't belong. Oh, you say I am yours, and I believe. Oh, I believe what you say of me. I believe. Oh, I believe. Yes, I believe what you say of me. I believe. We pray for blessings, we pray for peace, comfort for family, protection while we sleep. We pray for healing, for prosperity, and we pray for your mighty hands to ease our suffering. And all the while you hear each spoken need. Yet love is way too much to give us lesser things. 'Cause what if your blessings come through raindrops? What if your healing comes through tears? And what if 1,000 sleepless nights are what it takes to know you're near? And what if trials of this life are your mercies in disguise? We pray for wisdom and your voice to hear, and we cry in anger when we cannot feel you near. We doubt your goodness, and we your love, as if every promise from your word is not enough. And all the while you hear each desperate plea, as long as we'd have faith to believe. 'Cause what if your blessings come through raindrops? What if your healing comes through tears? And what if 1,000 sleepless nights are what it takes to know your name? And what if trials of this life are your mercies in disguise? When friends betray us, when darkness seems to win, we know the pain reminds this heart that this is not our home. It's not our home. 'Cause what if your blessings come through raindrops? What if your healing comes through tears? And what if 1,000 sleepless nights are what it takes to know your name? What if my greatest disappointments or the aching of this life is the revealing of a greater thirst this world can't satisfy? And what if trials of this life rain the storms, the hardest nights are your mercies in disguise? Oh Lord my God, when I in awesome wonder consider all the worlds thy hands have made, I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder, thy power throughout the universe displayed. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. And when I think of God, his Son not sparing, sent him to die, I scarce can take it in, that on that cross my take away my sin. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. When Christ shall come with shout of acclamation and leads me home, what joy shall fill my heart. Then I shall bow with humble adoration and then proclaim, my God, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art, how great thou
Now, I've found out that as old as I get, I've always got to listen to Mama, and you've always got to listen to your Mama too. And she said you got to sing that fourth one. She really wants you to do it. So, you thought she was done, but you got to listen to Mama. So. That's why we brought you a small one.
All right, well, if my voice makes it through this one, I don't know. So y'all sing this one with me. Who taught the sun where to stand in the morning? And who told the ocean you can only come this far? And who showed the moon where to hide till evening? Whose words alone can catch a falling star? Well, I know my Redeemer lives. I know my Redeemer lives. Let all creation testify this life within me cries. I know my Redeemer lives. Yeah, the very same God that spins things in orbit. Run to the weary, the worn and the weak, and the same gentle hands that hold me when I'm broken. They conquer death to bring me victory. And I know my Redeemer lives. I know my Redeemer lives. Let all creation testify this life within me cries. I know my Redeemer. He lives to take away my shame, and He lives forever. I'll proclaim that the pain that bought my sin was the precious life He gave. But now He's alive and there's an empty grave. And I know my Redeemer lives. I know my Redeemer lives. Let all creation testify this life within me cries. I know my Redeemer. I know my Redeemer. That's pretty much the end.
Now give Victoria another round of applause. Thank you so much. And also, I just want you to give one more great big round of applause for everybody who donated their time and support. Matthew 28:19-20 says, "Go therefore, make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe all I've commanded you, and lo, I'm with you always, even until the end of the age." And then also, she quoted earlier in James, it says, "What is pure and undefiled religion? It's this, to care for widows and orphans." Tonight, what we're doing with Support and Love Him, Love Them, is doing both of those things. We're going to help take care of the orphans, and we're also, as they're doing that, they're spreading the gospel. They're sharing Christ with all of these kids in the community. And so, y'all, this is a way that we're able to participate in that, and all the glory goes to Jesus. It's all for Him, and he's the hero. He's the one we want everybody to remember.